back week 1 against the Tennessee Titans. The Broncos are back week 1 against the Tennessee Titans here and ready to go. What is going on with this thing? We are back week 1 against the Tennessee Titans, the Broncos. We have a preview of all the guys coming out. Talanoa Hufanga, Evan Ingram, J.K. Dobbins, R.J. Harvey, all premiering for the first time. And is Troy Franklin going to take that step that we are all looking for? Are the Broncos going to come out and start fast and get a win against the Tennessee Titans? I am Isaiah Henderson, also known as the Bronco Gentleman, and welcome to the Get Bucked Game Day Show.
Shake the air. Get bucked. Here comes the thunder. Feel that quake in Broncos Country. We're never afraid to take it. The rivals gonna crumble in the spotlight's glare. Get bucked. All together, let's shake the air.
Inside the 15, inside the 10, the 5, touchdown, Denver!
What's up? Broncos Country, what is good? Welcome back to another episode of the Get Bucked Game Day Show. I am your host, the Bronco Gentleman, and with me is Bronco Rob. Rob, what's good? Nice chain. The orange looks good on you. How you doing, bud?
Yes, sir. Got the chain out for game day, week 1 against the Tennessee Titans. We're playing at home. We're wearing all orange. We gonna bring the W, baby. Let's go.
Bring the W. So Bronco Rob will be, guys. You guys heard the introduction. So we've got a lot of things that we want to talk about, a lot of things that, the chat always drives it. So you guys know where the topic's going. But a couple of things that we're definitely going to touch on are the new faces we are going to see today on the field. Evan Ingram, J.K. Dobbins, Talanoa Hufanga. Unfortunately, we won't see Dre Greenlaw this week, but there's also a couple of the faces that we won't see that we are used to seeing. The injury report was officially released, the roster, and there's some inactive names that we're going to take a look at, and some surprises there as well that, Rob, I definitely want to hear your opinion on and why this decision went this way. But before we get into all that, guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, because, guys, as you already know, you've heard it on the Orange and Blue Blitz. You've heard it on every single show. We are on the path to 539. And right now, we have eclipsed the 400 subscriber mark, but we are not at 539 yet. Peyton Manning's record touchdown record that he made with the Broncos. And so when we hit 539, that automatically triggers a Bo Nix jersey giveaway. So you guys are
not this one, but I got another one that I'm gonna be shipping out to one of you lucky subscribers. So share it with your friends, your family, your mom, your dad, your boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, boyfriend. I don't care. Get us to 539 so I can get that shipped out and we can get another giveaway going.
You must be a subscriber to YouTube to be a part of the giveaway. And as Bronco Rob said, yes, there will be more giveaways. The more subscribers we hit, the more giveaway, the more things we include in the giveaways as well. So as the subscribership increases, so does the content of the giveaway. So you guys aren't going to want to miss that. Make sure you guys follow us on Facebook and anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast. That's where we are. And as always, guys, don't forget to hit that notification bell because we have shows almost every day of the week. Even on Sundays, we have the Get Bucked Game Day show, which started now. And then after the show, we have the Buck Your Feelings postgame show, which is hosted by Jay, the Denver Dream Weaver, and I will be co-hosting myself as well afterwards. So you guys aren't going to want to miss that. So hit the notification bell for that. But let's get right into it. Let's see. We got the comment section probably on fire because it's absolutely game day. Yeah, we got Yost in the house. What's up, brother? Miss you, bud. He says, let's buck and bow. I love it. It's finally here. Yeah, we made it, bud. We made it. It's game day. He says Mim's got the all clear. Things are looking up for us today already. Shy's in the house. He says, let's go Broncos. Let's see. Devin Allen Sr. in the chat says, resident Raider fan here to say good luck on another season. Can't wait to beat y'all. And then you woke up, sir. That will not happen this year, but we appreciate you in the chat. Mile high salute to you, sir. Appreciate it.
Raider fans have such an imagination, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, it's gosh, I wish if only I had their imagination, I might not have joined the army. But yeah, we got the chat full today. We got our resident Raider fan here. We got Yost. We got Shy. Also, we don't have Dave Full Glassman in here, probably because he's too busy looking at his fantasy and how he's absolutely kicking my butt. But yeah, Dave is kicking my butt in fantasy today. I'm in 3 leagues, and by far, it's the biggest butt whipping. But jumping right into it, we got Rob with us today. So Rob, I'm immediately turning to you. So we've had the injury concerns this week. We've got the roster out. And one inactive that we have this week that maybe there might be a few that we didn't expect, but the ones that we do expect. But it's Savion Jones, Q Robinson, and Jaleel McLaughlin. So those are the 3 main inactives that popped up today. So I just want to know, what's your thought process on that? What how does that? What do you think about that?
Well, with Jaleel McLaughlin, like you said in our group chat earlier, Isaiah, he's a healthy scratch. I think they're saving him for later on in the season, because we've got RJ Harvey, we've got J.K. Dobbins. We've got a good 1-2 punch, and there's no reason to put him out there and risk a running back if we don't need to. But again, Denver's stacked offensively. I don't care what any Raider fans have to say. No offense. We're coming for that crown, like Mile High. Mad Fanatic has a song out called "Coming for the Crown," because we're coming for that crown. We're coming for that number 1 spot in the AFC West. But our defense is going to have a hell of a time eating today. Especially against Cam Ward. It's his first, NFL regular season game. And I think our defense is posed to eat. So it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day.
Yeah, I agree with you. And you know what? I'm looking at your chain, Rob, and you have motivated me and influenced me and peer pressured me. I'm not going to let you sit here and be the only one to chain. I'm not going to sit here and be chainless.
He's gonna get the real bling bling on right now.
So I'm just looking. I'm like, you know what? I just cannot leave my boy hanging like that. So I just had to go ahead and grab the chain. But yeah, you know what? I was thinking about what you said. I think this could be a situation of, hey, maybe 1 week, Jaleel is the healthy scratch. Maybe the next week, Baday's the healthy scratch. Or is this possibly a situation where Bidet is the solidified running back 3, and that's just the way it's going to go? He's the better pass. He can pass block. He can do more things. And Jaleel's just a healthy back that you don't put on the practice squad. Is that how things are going to go? Or is this a week-by-week basis? Or is this a permanent thing? What do you I think today's game is definitely going to tell us that. And so what do you think about that, Rob? Do you think that it's going to be permanent? It's a week-by-week basis? It's game dependent?
I honestly, I think it's going to be a toss-up between game dependent and a week-by-week basis. With McLaughlin, he's a very speedy back. Kind of reminds me of Phillip Lindsay, where he has that burst to get on the outside. Where Bidet is a little bit bigger and able to pass block better. But Sean Payton's no fool. Sean Payton has been in the league for very many years. He knows what he's doing. And I think there's a method behind his madness. we got to see, what happens with today's game. And then, he's going to readjust the lineup. He's going to readjust that active roster every week, in my opinion. There's the core group of players. You got Bo Nix, you got Cortland Sutton, you got Mims, you got Franklin. You have everybody on the offensive line. And I feel like running backs and offensive line are kind of those two positions where you can kind of pick and pluck players in and out of position and put them in where you need them. If you know, like for example, with the Raiders, they've got that linebacker or defensive end, excuse me, that always plays on the one side. Then maybe we move our better offensive linemen to that side to kind of help with that. But that all depends, I think, more on a game per game basis.
Right. No. Okay. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I definitely see where you're coming from. It wasn't because, I was thinking it was interesting on the depth chart that they released. Jaleel McLaughlin was the backup kick returner with Marvin Mims, yet he's inactive. So is Tyler Bidet the backup kick returner? Is that going to alternate, as well? So I can definitely see where you're coming from. And I'm tending more to lean more agree with you and say, yeah, that's it's more of a week by week basis. Dingleberry Dave says, "Oh yeah, that's some real bling bling, nice silver. It's actually gold. It's actually gold, but I appreciate or quote unquote gold. But you know how it is. But we are not alone here today because for the first time ever on the Orange and Blue Network, I am going to actually be able to pod with the fanatic Dak, the fantastic Dak. And so we're just going to go ahead and bring him up here. Welcome him to the stage, the superstar, the man himself. Dak, what's up, bud?
What's up, man? Hi, salute to you guys, man. I had a
He's Broncos, I'm nothing wrong.
And we have
What's going on, baby? Baby! What's up? We're live at the tailgate, baby! What's up? How you guys doing? We'll put it on the fan.
The vibes are not
How you doing, bud? Can you hear us?
Yo, George will attest to it. He's right there. There's George. What's going on, baby? We out here. Week one. That's right. Week one, baby. Listen. Yo. The feeling at the tailgate is absolutely immaculate, baby. It's perfect. It's real, and we know what the Broncos are going to do this season. Starting today, baby. Hey, we gonna put the beat down today. Nick Bonito with 3 sacks. We coming in hot. It's gonna be a tear down. Let's go. What's up, bro? Hey, man. Yeah. Hey, and we got fans here, man. This is our tailgate, and it's been real. This tailgate has been fire. And listen, Latimer here. Yeah, Cody stopped by. Cody Latimer was in the house, hanging out with us at the tailgate, signing autographs, and he felt the exact same feeling we did. The feelings is immaculate for Broncos country right now, baby. I'm gonna get ready to go out so we can go to the stadium. But you guys, keep it real, keep it rolling. Let's go, Broncos!
Let's go, Broncos. Excellent. That was wonderful hearing from the whole cast. Got to see the whole cast. Johnny got to meet the whole cast. So it's actually a pretty cool moment out there to be out there with George and Libre signing autographs and tailgating and tailgate talk. And that's one of the segments that Johnny and I talked about. Hopefully, whenever someone gets to go to the game, we're going to send one of you, whoever's out there, you're going to be responsible for tailgate talk. And that's basically what it is. Hey, it's getting the energy for the fans. Hey, what are you thinking? What are they feeling out there? And they said the energy's good. And George himself came up with an interesting prediction. He said that Nick Bonito gets 3 sacks today.
He did.
Dak, 3 sacks?
I think so, bro. I mean, the guy just got paid.
But what's the thought process behind that? What?
Well, you see what he did in that preseason game against the Niners, bro. And you have to think like it's gonna translate to the regular season, of course, that his first step is just disgusting, bro. It kind of reminds me of Von Miller. And but yeah, dude, I think he's gonna be a problem. He's gonna show why the Broncos gave him the bag the way they did, so that defense, man. And then with Zach Allen just applying pressure in the interior.
Yeah,
makes Bonito's life easier. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Dak, no, I agree with you, man. I think Bonito is definitely going to go out there and he's gonna prove himself and prove why Denver gave him the amount of money that they did. And again, I agree with you 100% that he does remind me of Von Miller when he was a rookie and came in there and had that ridiculous first step off the line. I think in comparison, I think they're very similar, and it's almost like when Von Miller left the Broncos, Nick Bonito came in and kind of filled that role and was able to learn from the vets. And I mean, the ridiculous plays that he had, last year, having that pick six twice, and and he's just a monster off the line, man.
Yeah. Can I point something out too? Like it kind of reminds me, Zach Allen and Bonito kind of remind me, not like as a 1-for-1 comparison, but like the situation with Bonito being the Batman. You always need your Robin, and Zach Allen's just that, but that kind of reminds me of the way it was with Derek Wolfe and Von Miller when our defense was elite and at the pinnacle. I mean, last season we just had 63 sacks, and I think going into the season we build on that. And they call me crazy, but I think so, man. We added some major pieces to do just that. So I'm excited, man, about this.
Big E in the house. He says, "How's everybody doing tonight? I've been sitting here watching the Jets kick Pittsburgh's ass. Justin Fields is looking pretty good. I'm rooting for Justin Fields and I'm rooting for the Jets. Only reason is because Glenn is from that Sean Payton tree. So I think the success of Aaron Glenn, the success of Dan Campbell just looks better on Sean Payton. And as we know, Sean Payton is a culture changer. So Dan Campbell was hired at the Lions to change the culture. Aaron Glenn was hired at the Jets to change the culture. So it's pretty interesting seeing Justin Fields and the Jets go up against Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers and really, give them the work. So I'm happy for them, and I'll always be rooting for them. And yeah, Dak, you made an excellent point. The fact that Derek Wolfe and Von Miller, you got that tandem. Like you said, it's not 1-for-1, but I can definitely see that vision. And we always forget what Vance Joseph said. Maybe it was a year ago, a couple of years ago, when he came in and he said, "Hey, this is the trust I ever work with." And people said that was saying a lot because I think he coached Von Miller. He was with Von Miller's here as well. But then again, they go and lead the NFL in sacks at the same time. Yeah. So he knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's seeing. And so this 3 sacks take, it's not a bad take. Like you said, you look at the preseason game, he can get 3 sacks quickly.
Yeah.
He can get 3 sacks quickly. So let's go at really quickly. I want to let's go through one player, offense, defense. Rob, you can go first. One player on the offense, one player on the defense who you're really looking forward to the most to seeing. So Rob, you want to start us off?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna kind of take the guesswork out of it. Offensively, I want to see Bo Nix, continue on where he left off last season. He had in my opinion, he had a great rookie season. And he had 29 passing touchdowns, which is a Broncos rookie record. And I want to see him surpass 29 this year. I want to see him hit 30, 35. 35, I think, is kind of the high end. But I want to see him give Jaden Daniels a run for his money this year. Obviously, Jaden Daniels won the Offensive Rookie of the Year last year. But again, my biased opinion, I think Bo Nix should have won it. But again, my opinion is biased as hell. But defensively, I want to see what Nick Bonito's got today. I want to see him have 3 sacks, if not more. I want to see him just be an absolute terror to Cam Ward, and I want him to introduce himself to Cam Ward personally by sacking his behind and maybe causing a fumble and getting us a defensive touchdown. So that's what I want to see.
Love it. I love it. Get me pumped, Rob. Get me pumped.
Yeah.
I love it. Dak, since Rob started off as offense, we'll just keep that trend going. Your offensive player that you're looking forward to the most. If you still mind, I'm going to be upset, but go ahead.
I'm gonna say this, bro, because I think it really matters the success for our offense and raising the ceiling quite ultimately. But J.K. Dobbins, I'm looking at, bro, in this game. Can he be consistent? Can he be efficient? Can we sustain drives in the run game? That opens up the pass game, I think like Sean has alluded to, a good defense and a good running game is a quarterback's best friend in this league, So I'm looking forward to J.K. Dobbins, and I have him rushing for 1K this season. That's a hot take potentially, but I don't care. It's gonna happen. Bookmark it.
Wait, Dak, is it 17 games? Is it 17 games? Does he play a full season?
I think he does, and I think the Broncos had a lot of confidence with their training staff is why they got the deal done. I mean, last season he played 13 games, but he didn't have our training staff, So, and you also got to look at the usage, the way that Sean Payton utilizes his running backs to keep his running backs fresh, right? With that, what do you call it? Personnel rotation, exactly. So. I'm looking forward to it. All eyes
Dak
on J.K.
knows ball. Dak knows ball. Dak knows ball. I'm going to go with – that's a good one, I think, because definitely the run game is very, very important. And watching the Eagles, especially the Eagles and the Chargers, both teams that won are very, very good at sustaining the run, being successful on first and second down, just prolonging the drive. And so the Chargers and the Eagles are both very good at that. And those are the teams that won. And so that's one thing I'm paying attention to. So the Broncos being able to do that is also very important as well. But if I'm going to go with an offensive player, Rob said Bo, Dak said JK. I'm going to go with I'm not going to go with the easy one. I think the easy one will be Easy Ingram. But I'm going to go with Troy Franklin.
Boom. You read my mind.
Look at you. We're going to go with Marvin Mims is a special teamer, so we could have said him, but we'll see him on special teams immediately. Pat Bryant's a rookie, so he may not get the snaps early, but he will get snaps. Troy Franklin's in that sweet spot. 6'3", put on about 7 to 8 pounds this offseason. Still runs a 4.3 40. His hands are better. He's got stronger, more muscles. Yeah. This is Bo Nix's college guy, so even though their chemistry wasn't there year one, it shouldn't take long for the chemistry to hit and to hit quickly.
Yep.
And I'm excited on that. I think that
on that, Isaiah, the chemistry between Troy Franklin and Bo Nix, really started to pick up and show there towards the end of the season. And Troy Franklin has had nothing but glowing reviews through training camp, through OTAs. He hasn't really dropped the ball. Which is something that he worked on last year because, if you remember, he did have a little bit of an issue with the dropsies. So, if he can pick up on where he left off with that chemistry with Bo Nix and be able to make those catches, when we need them, then I think you're 100% right. I think Troy Franklin's going to be a problem for the league too.
Absolutely. Yeah. Dak, do you want to add to that? I think you were trying to say something about that because you said great minds think alike. So what were you thinking?
I'm just hyped about that. They're calling that connection Duck Dynasty. And let's rekindle that flame, the magic that was going on in here in Eugene, Oregon, where I am at. And let's rekindle that flame and let's put that in Denver now, and let's see what we can do. He's a different kind of receiver. I think Sean Payton, you got to clap your hands and say this man was right again. Because he really drove home like the internal growth and development for this team in the offseason. A lot of people, thought they should add a wide receiver to that room. They did in the draft with Pat Bryant. But like in terms of a veteran adding to, like I was looking at Keenan Allen, as a guy, and you saw him ball out just the other night. But anyways,
Yeah.
like I think Troy.
That's right.
Franklin-
The Chiefs did lose. Let's go.
Yeah. Yes.
They did.
Good
But
point.
man, we got to stop the Chargers momentum in week 3, and the Colts are nothing to sneeze at either. So, but that's a story for another day. But yeah, the development and the confidence built into him, and I think I said it myself, and I've heard a couple people say it. I think that his confidence started with Johnny Morton, but it's excelled and advanced when Johnny Morton's the offensive coordinator in Detroit. So maybe a different coaching style has come in and sort of talked life and coached life into Troy Franklin.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely going to be an absolute problem with his separation, with his hand catching. Sean Payton got up in the middle of the night and said, "Hey, I want this guy," and this is Bo Nix's guy in college. And so you see the attributes, and he's definitely a guy that he can. My prediction for the season is Courtland Sutton would lead the team in touchdowns. Evan Ingram would lead the team in receptions, and Troy Franklin will lead the team in receiving yards.
Oh wow, I like that.
Yes, so I think in the red zone, Sutton. I just think Evan Ingram's just that safety guy, but I think Troy Franklin, he can get you short and catch and go long. He can go long and catch. He can go across the middle. I think if he's that wide receiver 2 or 3 guy, I think he can definitely. And Marvin Mims will probably lead the explosive plays.
And to touch on your point real quick, like Evan Ingram, I think he gets 1K receiving yards because of the volume. I think he gets second most volume behind Courtland Sutton in the passing game is my thought process. So technically he could be wide receiver 2. It doesn't matter though. In terms of volume, that's what my guess is.
I like that. I like offenses. I like offenses that go receiver, tight end, receiver in sense of volume. And jump in, Rob, anytime you want. Or Rob, you want to give us a score update of all the games across the league?
That's what I was just trying to look up right now. Give me 2 seconds.
I can see it in your eyes. I can tell. Go ahead, bud. You got an update?
Yeah. No, I'm just pulling it up right now. Just taking a second.
All right, jump in.
I mean, I got the Washington game here on the TV. They're up 14-6 over the Giants. And looking at some of the highlights, Jaden Daniels is not having a day like I thought he would against the Giants, to be quite honest with you. So
is
hopefully,
it Jaden Daniels or is it the Giants defense?
Well, Giants defense, but Jaden Daniels is. I don't think that his offensive line is blocking for him like they should. And the Giants defense is kind of going after him, but. We got Tampa Bay up over Atlanta 17-3. We got Cincinnati up over the Browns by 1 point, 17-16. We got Indy up kicking the trash out of Miami 30-8. We got Jacksonville beating the Carolina Panthers 17-3. We've got, unfortunately, the Raiders up over the Patriots 17-10. We've got Cardinals over the Saints 20-10. Jets are down over under the Steelers 31-26. They got the ball, and again we already went over the Washington Giants game. So there's your quick score update from around the NFL.
And appreciate that, Rob. All right, guys. As we're gonna go, we just did offensive players. Let me see in the comment section if anybody had any offensive players before we move to defensive players. Yo says, Dak, how you feeling about our matchup in fantasy?
Yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked.
Dave Glassman is absolutely smacking me. Guess what? So my two starting receivers were AJ Brown and George Pickens.
So pissed, dude, about that, dude. Some of the players did not show up. I guess they forgot this was week 1, so I think they think next week. I don't know. I'm being honest, bro. Touche, you got
crazy.
Me. I was got.
All right, so I'm gonna start us off on defense. I'm gonna start us off on defense, and then Dak, you can go afterwards, and then Rob, you'll finish us off.
Well, I already gave you my defensive player, didn't I?
Oh, you did. You jumped the gun there, Rob.
No, I gave you Bo Nix. I said Nick. I said Nick Benito. I want to see what he does today.
You did say Nick Benito. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Dak. So it's just between me and you.
Damn it.
It's just between me and you, Dak.
Okay, just
All
you
right,
and
so
I.
I'm
Let's
going to
go
go
around
with
one.
defensive player. That's an easy one. I'm going to go with Riley Moss.
Riley Moss, the
Moss had
great
an
white hope
excellent,
at corner.
off-
Let's go.
the great white hope. I'm going to go Riley Moss because, he had a great offseason the same way Troy Franklin did.
I'm so disappointed.
But I think Cam Ward in the film room, the coach is going to tell him, hey, that's number 2. You don't go at number 2's way. There've been reports that Calvin Ridley's not going to be in one spot, but he's going to travel. So that tells me that they're going to target Riley Moss's way a lot. I want to see if that, you guys call him the Great White Hope, but to me, he's the PBU king. He's my PBU king. So I want to see if those pass breakups can continue, if that strength that he put on it shows. If the pass breakups continue, see if he can be more of a, hey, don't target me because can he get some more interceptions? So that's definitely who I'm interested in seeing this game on the defensive side of the ball. Dak?
I'm so disappointed. You guys did not name Talanoa Hufanga, the captain, first year season with the
Broncos. That was the easy one.
Hold on. Because Dre Greenlaw's out, right? But we're going to see Vance Joseph draw up. He's going to have more packages drawn up than Amazon for Blitz. And let me tell you, Talanoa Hufanga is going to be a problem in today's game. He's going to be we added another weapon in that defense that you can use him as a chess piece on the board. I'm excited for him. He brings a lot of intensity to that field. His nickname is the human missile for a reason, bro. And I want to see him bring that energy on defense. With
you just
want
to see that hair flowing around and flying around the field. That's what it is.
I do.
Just for men?
No, that was
it's the hair one.
It's a good one.
Head and shoulders.
Head and shoulders. There we go.
It's a good one. It's a good one, and that was the easy one because I was like, you know what, that's the easy one to choose. But I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it. So one of us said it.
Hey, let me
I'm glad one of us said it.
Let me just say something about Riley Moss. Now, granted, the Eagles linebacker got a pick 6 against Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. All hats off to him. But Riley Moss was the first white corner with an interception last season. I just want that on record.
He sure was. We got. Before I get to Yost's comment, I want to get to Cody Bloker. Bloker is also another Broncos fan that we served with that Johnny and I converted to the Broncos. He says, is it Titans versus Broncos today? I remember when a ticket to the game cost a monster from the gut truck. Okay, so
that's got to be an inside joke.
There was a Titans game that we had. No, we were stationed at Fort Campbell, which is in Clarksville, Tennessee. It's about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour away from Nashville, which is the Titans' home stadium. And there was a Titans game that we wanted to go to, and we had tickets. And I think that day I had CQ, or charge recorder, which is like a 24-hour duty, which meant I could not go to the game. So I really wanted to go to the game. So I was asking anybody to switch with me. Hey, take my shift. Let me go to the game. Take my shift. I think I had to buy them like a monster from a truck or whatever. So that's what it meant. I remember when a ticket to the game cost a monster from the gut truck. We were in the same unit. And Yost and I were in the same unit as well. And he says, how are we feeling about Ingram and targeting our tight end? Rob, you jumped the gun earlier on Bo Nix and Benito, so you didn't get to speak for a while. So how are you feeling about Ingram?
Hey, I think Ingram is going to be a weapon for us. Denver has struggled mightily the last few years finding a tight end that can be consistent. I mean, we had a rotation of tight ends last year, and granted, a couple of them, are back this year. But I think the acquisition of Mark Ingram from the Jaguars, I think, is going to be huge. And even though Mark Ingram didn't play much in the preseason, he had Evan Ingram. I don't know why I said Mark Ingram.
We kind of have a Mark Ingram. I'm just kidding.
But Evan Ingram, you know, even though he didn't play much in the preseason, he had that one play where he was able to catch it on the outside and take it down the field for, you know, a monster gain. So, you know, if he can be that safety blanket for Bo Nix when and if he does get in trouble, I think that's going to be huge for us.
Yeah, I
Dak,
like it. Yeah.
what do you think?
I mean, Evan Ingram is no joke, and you saw he was as advertised in that game against Arizona, bro.
Yeah,
Ripping off that one reception for 50-some yards, bro, right off the bat. Like, that dude in and out of his breaks is ridiculous, bro. Yeah, like, he's going to open the field up, especially in the middle of the field.
And I'm excited to see him against Cody Barton because and I think that what it does, as whether you're a linebacker, a nickel, or a safety, his get off the line and his route running immediately, it'll catch you off a gas. You're like, this is a fast tight end because he ran a 4.46 coming out of in the draft. So he still runs it any day. He still probably runs a 4.4 somewhere, maybe a 4.48, 4.49. But you're like, oh my goodness, and his hands are huge. So yeah, I'm really excited to see Evan Ingram and what he can do. But guys, we are about 36 minutes in, so we've gone over our offensive players and defensive players that we want to see. So we are going to go ahead and go over to our next segment. And, you know, Bronco Rob and I were discussing a little bit before you hopped in, Dak. So I'm going to have you lead us off today, Dak. And so, guys, you already know what it is. If you're a regular, you know what this segment is. If not, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with your friends and family. Guys, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. We see you watching. Hit the thumbs up. Let's go. But we're going to go over to our next segment of Mile High Menu. Dak, you're going to tell us what you're cooking today or what you're eating today for opening week. Make us proud, Dak.
I know, we kick it like no one else. We kick it like no one else. Listen out, there ain't nothing like this. I know, we kick it like no one else. We kick it like no one else. Listen out, there ain't nothing like this.
Man, how can you go wrong with... Sorry. I cut you off.
Go ahead, Dak. You're good.
How can you go wrong with having wings on
Keep
game
going,
day,
bud.
bro? How can you go wrong with going with wings on game day, and you know maybe a 6-pack somewhere, or, you know, if you're choosing, you know, whatever you guys like, just right, man. You cannot go wrong with wings at a game day and some pizza. I don't know. I might hit up Domino's. I'm just saying. Good times.
So now you can't leave us like that. We need the specifics. What flavor of wings? If you're ordering, where are you ordering from? What flavor of wings? And what toppings on the pizza? We need the details, dog. We're hungry.
It's all in the
Talk to
details,
us.
ladies and gentlemen. It's all in the details. Wingstop is where it is. The habanero mango wings are fire. The garlic parmesan are fire. Give me some honey barbecue, bro. We're cooking it up, bro. It's amazing time at the Marquette restaurant.
You know what's funny is you and my 15-year-old son, you guys love Wingstop. And I'm not saying Wingstop is terrible, but I just think it's overrated. They don't ever put
First
enough
off,
sauce on the
hold
wings.
on.
Hold on. You need to come to the one where I'm at in my zip
I love
code.
Wingstop too, dog. Yeah, I love Wingstop too. You might be outnumbered.
Yeah, dude.
Because the lemon pepper. Oh my gosh. Yeah, slow down, Bronco Rob.
Dude, that
mango
habanero's fire, bro.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm
already cooking, but it's not my turn yet.
Hey, I don't know, but
that sounds good.
Yost, I think has us beat here with Barrios Tacos.
Ooh, I love tacos.
Are you cooking those, Yost?
He also says
tell the
super
wife
delicious
I said hello.
and nutritious.
Yeah, because Yost probably is on steroids, so he won't admit it. So whatever. I said it. I'm hating. I'll be a hater. I don't care. I'll be a hater. Missy Yost, still come and say hello. Rob, do you want to go next, or do you want me to go next? It's up to you, bud.
Yeah, no, I'll go next. I'm keeping it pretty simple today. I'm doing some buffalo chicken nachos with some cilantro, cilantro, lime, ranch on the side for a little bit of dipping. But that's kind of what I'm doing today.
I love it.
Cilantro lime ranch. Please hold on. Explain, how do you make this?
So I mean, I do it kind of the ghetto way. I just take, you know, a Hillshire Farm ranch and throw in some cilantro and, you know, the juice of 2 limes and put it in a food processor and blend it up. Man, it is delicious.
Boom. Love it.
Wow. We got a really quick update before we get to that. Yo says, unless I'm eating Johnny's wings or mine, I'm a B-dubs man. I love lemon pepper. I like B-dubs lemon pepper as well. Biggie Bronco says the Jets just scored. They go up. So obviously the Steelers and Jets defense are iffy. But Justin Fields is in a shootout with Aaron Rodgers. So Justin Fields, the former Steeler, is now on the Jets against Aaron Rodgers, the former Jet. So they're in a shootout against each other's team.
Dude,
and I'm really happy for Justin Fields. I'm glad Aaron Rodgers looks like his old self. I'm just glad for good football. Go ahead, Dad.
I didn't expect a matchup. I mean, I expected a low-scoring matchup, if I'm being honest, and that's a damn shootout, bro. You know what I mean? That's crazy, bro.
Bro, they're sitting at 63 points right now overall.
It's a shootout.
We should have gone with
my
the over.
Goodness, if you took the under on that game, God bless.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think about it. Think about it, Aaron.
Over.
Think about it. Aaron Rodgers wants to prove to the Jets that he still has it and that they made a mistake by letting him leave. Fields wants to prove to the Jets, you know, that they made a mistake by letting him leave. And they're just trying to basically give the proverbial middle finger to both organizations.
I love it. Hold on. Yo said, my wife cooked them up. I knew you didn't cook them. I knew you didn't cook them. I knew she cooked them. I know you and I know her.
Wow, the vote of confidence was not there.
Biggie Bronco says the Jets have rushed for almost 200 yards today. So apparently the Pittsburgh Steelers have no run defense. Good to know in case they make it to the playoffs. We'll play them this year. But that's good to know in the bank. So for me, fired up the grill as soon as we got back from church. So it's going to be some hot dogs and some chicken. Simple. We're going to grill that up and have some delicious smoked chicken and hot dogs. So that's something that's really quick. Now, I had a Titans fan that's supposed to be on for our next segment, but he has not popped up yet, so that's his fault. Let's see. Him and I work together. Justin Fields is a great QB. And I'm glad he's getting revenge against the team that pulled him for Russ. Yeah, and apparently the Giants defense looks good because, as you said earlier, Rob, with that Washington Giants game, the Commanders haven't scored much, and the Giants defense has been stifling Jaden Daniels, yet they can't seem to score, and that's not going to fly for Brian Daboll. They're going to pull him quickly and put Jackson Dart in there because Jackson Dart probably throws over the middle of the field more than Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
But hey.
Oh, yeah, dude. Quick relief, bro.
We're going to go ahead over.
There has not been any movement in that game.
Quick release. It is 2:45. It's 2:45, and so we have one more segment. But before we do, Rob, you wanted to give us one more update on the scores across the league.
Yeah, absolutely. So Tampa Bay is up over Atlanta 17-3. We got Cincy over the Browns 17-16 still. Indianapolis went up 3 more points, 33-8 over Miami. Jacksonville is still 28-3 over the Panthers. We've got the Raiders up 20-10 over the Patriots. Arizona Cardinals are up 20-13 over the Saints. And again, like we just said, Jets just scored, so it's 32-31 with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And again, Washington is still up over the Giants 14-6.
You guys see how awesome Rob is? This is why he's here. Okay?
Well, it also helps that I have 4 computer monitors in front of me. So
this is why he's here, because you don't have 4 computer monitors, but Rob does. And this is why we have him, because he has 4 computer monitors, and he uses them when we need them. All right, guys. That is going to conclude our segment for Mile High Menu, and we're just going to quick transition into our next segment. We're going to get the scores. We're going to get the spread. We're going to get the over/under. And I can probably Bronco Rob can probably pull it up in transition because he's got 4 computer screens.
I already got it pulled
So
up.
he's like,
Does not disappoint.
but guys, we're going to go into our next segment. You won the bet.
I'ma run it every time. Give me mine. Going up, need no decline. Money line. I'ma run it.
All right, so
So that is a KB82 special. He loves that song, and it's his favorite song, and we know that personally. Shout out KB82. All right, Rob, what do we got? What do we got? And before we do, I am going to let me see if there he is. I have a coworker, a friend who's also a Titans fan over here in Tennessee. So I want to bring him up for this segment. His name is going to be called Tighten Up. So he's going to be here for the prediction of the game. He's probably going to be the only one that predicts the Titans to win. But we're going to be able to hear his over and under. So I want you guys to give a warm Clarence for the Titans fan.
Yeah, welcome.
What's up, dog? You got your daughter with you?
Yeah. We on the way. Better go to the game.
Clarence, you got your daughter with you?
Yeah.
Where you going to go watch the game at?
We better go to the bar.
Can you hear us, Clarence?
Yeah.
Nice.
We're going to the
Are
Denver
you can hear
bar.
us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. We can hear you.
I got him.
Got him? Okay. All right, Rob. Go ahead and lead us off.
All right, so with your betting odds, the point spread is the Titans are getting 8.5. 8.5 points. That is a lot for week 1 of the NFL preseason. 8.5. But you know what? Well, I'll give you my prediction after. Over under is going to be 42.5. And the money line looks like Broncos are approximately negative 450 to negative 480. So the Titans are sitting at plus 360 to plus 370.
Wow. I like that.
Isaiah, you
And
want
what's
me just
the-
to go
the
into my
total points?
prediction?
What
Or?
are they predicting?
The over under is 42
Yeah, you
and a
can
half.
go. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and lead us in your prediction and give us your over under. Your prediction, your over under.
Oh baby, wait till you hear this. So I'm obviously going to take Denver winning, covering the spread, and I honestly think it's going to be like 35-14.
Oh shit. Like it. Damn, that's
I
deep.
think Denver is going to go absolutely off today.
Okay. Predicting a blowout. 35. So you said 35-14. What is that? 40.
49.
That's 49. Okay, so 35-14. So we're covering the spread, and you're taking the over. All right. So
Yes,
Rob's
sir.
taking the win, cover the spread, and you're taking the over. Dak,
Oh!
what you
Slight
got?
update. Washington just scored,
Oh.
Go ahead.
so it's 20-6 right now.
Oh.
They're getting ready to kick the extra point.
You know, there is no O in Giants, so yeah. Being honest, bro. Like, let's call it what it is. For me though, bro, I'm gonna piggyback off you, Rob, and I think the Broncos win 35-10. And they're gonna cover the spread, of course, and the over. I think in this matchup. I think the Broncos defense is going to be as advertised, but I think this offense is going to really be firing on all cylinders in week 1.
$35-10. That's even a bigger blowout than what Rob said. So I do have my prediction board here, guys. I knew I was going to redo. I was going to redo it, but I decided, you know what? Let's just keep the fantasy alive. I'm just going to keep this fantastic. prediction board. Bo Nixon has MVP numbers, and I'm just gonna stick with what I said. Where is my score? Okay, we have week 1. Oh, so Dak. No, not Dak. Rob, you and I were close. So I'm right in between Bronco Rob. You said, what'd you say, 34-17, 35-17?
35,
and
35.
You, Dak, you said 35-10. So I've got mine at 35. Okay, I've got mine at 35-13. So I guess I can't be surprised it's a blowout because we all predicted the exact. So yeah, I'm gonna go with 35-13. What is that? 48. So yeah, we covered the spread. I'm taking the over. But before we end that segment, we let's see if we got the Titans fan here. If his screen can pull up. Not yet. Okay. Well, that's fine. Before maybe he can pop back in, maybe he can't. Are we underestimating the Titans a little bit, Dak? Overestimating the Broncos. Do you think all of our
I think,
go ahead.
Sorry about that. I don't think we're underestimating at all, bro. I mean, the Titans just this draft had the number 1 pick for a reason. They lack talent in a lot of areas, and they still have to continue building up that team. And in the Broncos, where they're at, there's levels to this, ladies and gentlemen. So I feel like we're pretty fair with our predictions. If I'm being honest.
I mean, we might have orange-colored glasses on, but let's be real. Cam Ward, he's a rookie. It's his first game. He's got a lot to prove. So we got to see what he's even able to do come a regular season game against the number 1s on defense. And if anybody has been paying attention, our number 1 on defense is going to be a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, so we got a unanimous W's all across the board here at the Orange and Blue Network. We've got the Broncos putting up an average of 30 points. The Titans maybe scoring 2 possessions. And so it's, pretty simple. But, guys, as we're getting ready to close out here, because the game is getting ready to start in the next 5 to 7 minutes, so we always want to run up as close as we can. We see you guys watching. We saw you guys in the comment section. So we just have one more request before we take off today. Go ahead and like this video. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube because, guys, we are on the path to 539. We currently have eclipsed 400 subscribers. And like we said, at 539, we trigger a Bo Nix jersey giveaway. So you must be subscribed to us on YouTube at the Orange and Blue Network to be a part of that giveaway. And so as the subscribership increases, so does the giveaways. So when we hit 750, there'll be another giveaway. When we hit 1,000, there will be another giveaway because we are here as a fan-led podcast. And we want to make sure we reward you guys for rewarding us. And also, guys, don't forget to hit that notification bell because we have shows almost every day of the week. We have the Get Bucked Game Day show today. And after the game, you have the Buck Your Feelings post-game show, which is hosted by Jay, the Denver Dreamweaver. I'll be hosting with him as well today. And then starting back over on Monday, you have Orange and Blue Blitz hosted by me. You have Broncos Bros, and we have one of the bros on the show at 7 p.m. and so on and so forth. So you don't want to miss all of those shows. So make sure you hit that notification bell. Guys, do you have any more closing thoughts, concerns, anything you want to add before we mile high salute out of here and watch some Broncos? Anything you guys want to add?
Hey, I'm just excited. The season's finally here. I want to see Denver just go out there and absolutely prove to everybody why they're getting so much hype. And I want to see that Denver defense be, as Dak says, as advertised. And I want to see that defense just eat the whole game. So that's what I'm excited for. Let's go Broncos. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yes.
I just feel like
eat the whole game.
The Bo Nix era is officially here. The carousel has been broken. I know we went through all last season hoping he was a quarterback. He showed just that. This is the Sean Payton Bo Nix era, and phenomenal things are going to be happening this season. Buckle up.
Total domination on both sides of the ball. This is a game to get the run game going, to establish the run. and to really stick with it, be stubborn about it. Hey, if it's 3 yards per carry for the first quarter, run it again till you get 4.5. Come out, and this is a time to show your identity. Hey, maybe you may not be a running team, but this is a game where you can be a running team. And we saw what happened, like we said, with the Eagles and the Chargers. When you run the ball and hold time of possession, it shows success on first and second down and success for the game. So that's just what I want to see. So one last thing before we do a mile high salute to Titans and all the Titans fans. You're going to come into Denver and you're going to go ahead and you're going to get bucked. That's what's going to happen, and we're going to.
Man, why you gotta do Dak like that? Why is his face got to be right by the horse's ass?
Because I'm an ass. I'm just kidding.
It's because he's shit. But guys, mile high salute to you all. We're going to see you guys after the show. Hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe, and we will see you guys all for the Buck Your Feelings post-game show. Mile high salute. We love you all, and we'll see you guys.
Here comes the thunder. Feel that quake in Broncos Country. We're never afraid to take